Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Many women can't handle rejection by a handsome man. And this is some real stuff. This some real stuff out here because, you know, a lot of handsome men are checking out the channel because they realizing being handsome isn't really helping them the way people think it should help them. But see, understand the women that you're dealing with, and I've addressed this before. Like I've addressed about, you know, some women being intimidated by handsome men, even though you talk to some women, they won't say that, but come on. But one of the things they can't handle is being rejected by said handsome man. So a lot of times, because they'll see that, okay, say they see that handsome man, right? You know, he's handsome and, you know, he's watched Rom's body game videos. So he's handsome, he's in shape, he's all of this. Then all of and you know, they might throw out a breadcrumb or something, or they might even try to work up the nerve to just say hi. He might be like, yeah, you know, because it's not talked about as much. But if a man reach a certain level, particularly if he's select, particularly if he's a Mr. Goodbar, one of his things is he can reject women. And a woman, she can look at a guy and she know what she look like. She might like publicly say, yeah, I'm fine. I'm, you know, supermodel of the world. Publicly, she know what she look like when she look in the mirror, because many, well, I ain't gonna say many, most women are insecure about something about their physicality, even if they otherwise beautiful. So sometimes when they see that handsome man, they feel like he might reject them. They feel like they might reject him. Indeed, they were probably rejected by a man. I've talked about this before. They were probably rejected by some man, one man or another. In fact, as I've said before, I've talked with thousands of women, and even really on a professional basis, because a third of my consultation clients are women. And it's always that fear. There's always some guy in their past who rejected them, that fine dude, that cute boy or something who rejected them. So that actually affects how they'll approach or be around a handsome man. That's why sometimes they might be fearful or something. Even if the man himself thinks she's attractive, she'll be nervous or something. She'll be like, well, what if he don't like my nose? What if he don't like my breastises? They too small, or, you know, my butt isn't just round. So they'll respond by maybe not trying to talk to him because they feel like he will reject them. And like I said, they probably have, I'm gonna put it like this. A great number of women, this isn't talked about, have been rejected by some man. A great number. Indeed, to even be considered to be a Mr. Goodbar, you gotta be that type who can reject a woman easily. Seriously. And if you pay attention to it, it happens. So many women have that fear. So then that's how they respond the way they do around a handsome man, even if that handsome man sees them as attractive. See, that's an important thing to understand. See, a lot of times, a lot of guys think, oh yeah, these women, they can just sit there, be pretty. They just, they know they can get all these guys. They arrogant. Oh, it's like, hold up, man. Actually have conversations with women. Actually pay attention in an intimate setting. Actually have conversations with them where the cameras are off, they ain't around their girlfriends, and particularly in situations where they freely talk about sex. Like, that's a little trick. If you want to know if a woman's being honest with you, gauge how much she openly talks about sex around you. And then there's a good chance she's being honest with you. Good chance, great chance. Like, take what women say with a grain of salt when you're in a public setting, they're around people, because they got to keep up that mask. Many women got to keep up that mask. But this is a basic thing with them. Because yes, they checking out the handsome man, ain't nothing wrong with that. They checking him out, but whether or not they think they can get him is another thing. So sometimes that's why a lot of women will deal with a guy who not necessarily drop that handsome, but more what women are called husband cute. Shout out Nicole Michelle for bringing that up. You know, he's still decent and everything. Maybe not like supermodel handsome, but you know, he still keep himself up. And even then, depending on how he does, he can do stuff. Indeed, you know, there's always that debate about choosing signals versus cold approach. A lot of times when a man cold approached, a woman was interested anyway, because that insecurity. You know, they fearful about being rejected. And especially if you're a handsome man, if you really, if you see that woman and she's attractive to you, that's why sometimes you still gotta make a move. You still gotta make a move. Now, like I said in that video that has really exploded, you know, you still gotta be cool and calm about it. You gotta keep her calm. But you still gotta do stuff. You still gotta be the one, hey, how you doing and everything. And you'll be surprised how receptive they'll be, because they really nervous about it. So they sitting back, everything. That's why a lot of handsome men, you can't be too passive. I say be cool and calm, but very few can just sit back and wait, because the women are gonna be too fearful and stuff. That's very important. That's very important. Understand that. And so let's say they do make that move or they do something and they get rejected. I'm gonna tell you something with women, because here's a reality. Yes, they get rejected, but not on the same degree as men. You know, no, see, as men, I don't care who you are. I don't care. You could be supermodel of the world. You face some rejection. We're actually used to it. We good with it. We expect it. Most men already got the defenses up for a rejection. Seriously. And we just shake it off. We'd be like, oh, she didn't want to go up. Oh, well, next. Seriously. You got, like, I remember with a buddy of mine, we had a club and stuff. He just going up to every woman asking her to dance. And so she'd be like, no. He ain't even blink anything. Go right to the next one standing right next to her. She say no, go to the next one. We do it, we developed it, seriously, as men, especially ones who are good at game, you know, approaching women and stuff. It's like tough skin and everything. Women ain't the same way. Women ain't the same way. Like I said, I've talked with a lot of women and they'll talk about some rejection when they were 12 years old. Now you looking at them thinking, damn girl, you fine as shit. She be pretty as shit. She's still talking about that rejection when she was 12. Or that rejection when she was like 17, or, you know, when she got ghosted by that fine dude or something. Never mind, there's about 15 other dudes who are physically attractive, got some sense, some personality, trying to holler at them. They still thinking about that one who rejected them. And that's just a woman's nature, man. See, I'm gonna tell you something now. And this is overall, let me just go. I mean, you know, y'all get it. Women can't handle rejection and stuff, but understand something. The woman's nature, period, is one of fear, is one of insecurity. One of the things that turn them on about a man is his security he provides, his braveness, his thing going through the world. They want to attach themselves to that man. That's why security is a big thing. And when I say security with women, it goes beyond just money. It could be emotional security. I've known women who made money like crazy. Like they were making money. They had a big old house, car, but they could be in their own homes and be locked in some small bedroom in their house because they insecure like that. They have to feel secure just going through life. That's why a lot of them will go for a certain type of guy. That's why a lot of women, particularly in some bad neighborhoods where something can happen to him, will go for a straight up thug. And he might not even look like all that, but he's the type who will put a bullet in somebody. No, seriously, he will lay out a body. Because of their security, they go for a man who will make them secure. So that's their nature. See, the thing about a handsome man with many women, not only the rejection, but they feel like, can I hold on to this man? Can I hold on to this man? You know, or what if he finds somebody better looking? So they're gonna be insecure a lot. So sometimes they will get that guy who's not as physically attractive. That's one reason. If something about them, like you'll get some beautiful women. Here's a dynamic. You ever see a real beautiful woman, right? And she might be with a dude and he ain't, you know what? He ain't no fitness model. In fact, he might be a big old dude. And, you know, he average looking, big old dude and stuff. And people People will be like, why she with him? He don't look like, oh, they ain't being with her. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. And people who know about my even deeper stuff, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, especially with certain personality types. Especially with certain personality types will go for a certain type because, okay, like here's an example. What if a woman, and some of my people on my deeper stuff will know exactly what I'm talking about. What if a woman, yeah, she's real beautiful and stuff, but she has abandonment issues. She has serious abandonment. I mean, she could be gorgeous. I mean, she could be that type like a star. She just roll out of bed and guys are checking her out. Like she don't even have to put on makeup. But the thing is, she's insecure. She has serious abandonment issues, like almost to the type, it probably is she need therapy for. All right. She's not gonna get with that real handsome guy. She might think he handsome or something, but she concerned he can move on. She'll go for that guy who might be lesser attractive, can't get women as easy because he's more likely to stay put. You gotta peep that. You gotta peep that. So I want y'all to think about those things. And that's just one example. This is one example. And just as an aside, relationships are a lot deeper. And there's a lot of factors a lot deeper than even what I talk about here. I get deeper on like some of my Vimeo on demand videos and in webinars and stuff. And anybody's familiar with, some of the deeper aspects of sexuality like Tantra or the Kama Sutra, I always say that, tomato, right? Anybody who's deep on there, I'm gonna need some food. Anybody who realizes there's still a lot of factors that go in there deeper than what we talk about normally publicly. Reason I don't go as deep publicly is, well, one, the game is to be sold and not told. But two, a lot of people ain't ready for it. The basic stuff I share publicly, some people still pushing back against. So I'm like, you ain't ready for the deeper stuff. But the main thing about this video, understand many women have that insecurity, they have that fear. And sometimes it ain't because, they'll get with somebody because that guy, for whatever reason, alleviates their fear. It's hard for a handsome man to do that, especially if they have a fear of abandonment or he's going to roll from them. Or let me give another one, and some of my deeper folks know what I'm talking about here too. You get a woman, she'll skip over that handsome guy and maybe get that guy who's more, decent looking at best, don't have a lot going on for him. He ain't that thorough, charismatic dude, but she can control him. She knows she can't control that handsome man. She might think he attractive, her vagina doing the dance and everything, but she know long term she can't control him. So they always consider all of these factors. There's always more factors than obvious, all right? So when you're dealing with a woman, the thing you got to consider is, all right, what's up with her personality? What kind of personality type does she have? Is it a personality type that can deal with being with a handsome man? Some can, some can't. And it's just that reality, all right? So anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.